live. Brandon tried sneaking the buttons on me. Hello, everybody. Today we will not be painting since everybody loved that so much that Josh brought his old camera from home. I did not.
What?
I had been having some camera issues in the last couple of weeks.
Well, that's why we're late, because you have the wrong camera.
It's not.
Josh had to tinkle.
We're here. I made another coffee. It's only like my fourth of today.
Dude.
Fourth double espresso.
Cheers.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Like I mentioned, this week we will not be painting, but we will be discussing the Instagram results.
I do have those. Well, we haven't
tallied
yet.
it.
Yeah.
I did bring pen and paper if needed.
Okay. Okay.
So anyway, thanks to everybody for checking in.
If you haven't voted, what he's talking about.
Oh yeah. If you go to the Vanquish Instagram page, maybe we'll do it on the.
I also did it on Facebook.
Oh, it's on both. Well, that's going to be much more difficult to tally.
I only got 2 responses on Facebook.
There you go.
So
We're okay. The voting for the status of who won the painting competition from last week, you can go vote in the stories on the Vanquish page. Use the Instagram one; it'll be much easier.
Hi, Brandon. Hi, Josh. Everybody's.
So
And they know who I am now. It's
exactly,
not just Josh.
right? Not just
Josh and
extras.
Featured guests.
Careful, might leak yourself with all that coffee. Here's that, or I'll do it while I'm sleeping. And those are the 2 options.
Yeah.
But yeah, we grabbed a couple of project stuff. Brandon and I last week talked about putting our masterpieces into our own personal optics.
Yes.
Which we didn't get accomplished, but
no, we didn't even bring our personal optics.
I did not bring my personal.
Well, you have one here, but not.
I do. It's up there. Where is it?
Hi, Brandon and his assistant. It's a heart.
Assistant to the regional manager. If you're gonna be late, might as well show up with a fresh iced coffee.
Oh, that was the best. Let everybody know. You were waiting in line.
You made a conscious decision.
You did, actually.
That is absolutely true.
I'm going to continue opening.
Brandon's cracking open an Optic kit here. Matt and I are about to kick off our first Optic themed series.
What?
Yes.
Why don't I know about this?
Well, it hasn't been fully flushed. We're going to finish flushing it out tomorrow during our live stream because we're going to be incorporating the wheel again.
Oh, yes.
The wheel of misfortune.
Yeah.
So
that was fun.
But we're going to be starting with.
I feel like we need one of those here.
A wheel of misfortune.
Or anytime there's like some sort of argument between us.
Yeah. It would just be going all day.
And you and I'd be sitting here and it would land on Jim is right.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure he waited that. Yeah. While we weren't here. Praise wheel. No. Praise wheel. So we're going to be going through on trying to determine what goes on the wheel next week.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow, I guess, technically. But I'm looking forward to it because like we've been talking about, you and I haven't done custom optics yet.
No, we haven't.
Well, really.
Well,
kind of like
I did the F10 straight axle throttle therapy thing.
Right.
Small tire. That was fun.
Right.
But yeah, I saw a video, I think this week, front rear dig with the VFD twin.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so cool to see it doing that.
Yeah, I agree. The
4-wheel steer winch. Like I do have one with a twin. I do have one with dig.
You have chassis mounted servo one too, right?
That's the throttle therapy.
That's the throttle therapy.
It's actually.
Oh, that's right, because it's on this.
It might be in here.
It is.
Yeah.
It's got the other thing that you showed that I didn't want you to show.
Mm-hmm.
So salty about wheels. Speaking of wheels, 2.2 BBWs. They're out at plating.
Just talking about.
We were talking about that today.
So, Josh informed me we have one color back from plating,
possibly, or at what either way.
And I asked him if he could please get me all the colors, so when we shoot photos, they look
at the same time
proper. They're in the same location.
So yes,
professional.
But they're getting closer and closer.
Failing me,
not failing. Huge lists. We're getting there.
Yeah.
It's been busy.
Yes, 2 Battleborns. Because we're at plating with them, that means we have plenty of
quantities rolling well, all that getting there. My Optic is coming with me to PBT. I have a hard time saying PB. It's PLBTF. Even though Proline is one word, I still say PLBTF. I hope to see many more there. Would like cool to have an Optic run. Oh, definitely. I think that would be cool.
Oh, you're gonna have to get one together.
I'll have one.
Do you have time?
Of course. I'll do it on a Friday night. It'll be like a 6
I noticed
live
your
stream.
Optic in here. You had a brass servo mount or a brass servo in there. I was like, I bet if I take that, he'd never.
I knew exactly where it was. There's a home system in there at the castle, and my B-Link is in there because I was needing that the other day, and I was just like, it's in my Optic.
But is there a battery in it? I think we already took it out.
Okay. I could go either way on that one. So yeah. Let's see. Peanut butter and jelly by the fire.
Thanks for the manual PDFs. The rest of them, if they're missing, that's my fault. Josh asked me.
Yes, I finally am ahead. But yeah, manual PDFs. There's now a support page on the website where I've started to populate that. And I've put the others down there that are saying, hey, I know that these need to be on there. I know that they're not there yet.
Yeah, but some of them they need to be downsized, like file size wise, because
I go through a process on that and get that.
We don't want you guys to have to download a gigabyte PDF.
So that this is intense, is it not?
I told you last week that light.
Did you? I was looking down the whole time. I didn't notice it at all.
Somebody has a slight headache today, and it's me. He drove me to lunch. It's like, oh, you have a headache.
So
just decides to turn the stereo all the way up with his custom subwoofer enclosure.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to jump.
The best.
It's a child.
Absolutely. Man-child. For sure. Wishing/shopping list would be awesome.
Yes.
Absolutely. That is
I told Josh that.
He did tell me that. I'm working on that. I found a setup that accomplishes what I need, but I'm working on some compatibility issues.
Do I need to take this apart? Are we putting heads in here? That's the question.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
The winner heads.
We should put the winner's heads in there, so you should get a head start on that. Great idea. But yes, this absolutely is something. I'll put another note down just so that I follow through.
Page 12 of to do. Monday. Yeah, the wish list thing would be awesome. I use that all the time on other sites.
Yeah. The one that I had found was a shareable version, which is what I wanted
to send.
So that you could
Christmas lists,
things like that. Things you can just leave open. Be like, oh, I didn't notice. If you want, send that to you.
I'll send you mine.
Did I send you that email by accident? I'm sorry. I meant to send that to myself.
Did we?
What?
None of my drivers are in here.
The power drivers?
Oh, this is gonna suck.
That's a great question. Did you take them all back over?
Why would I expect them to be in there if I took them all back over?
I mean, you're getting older. You think sometimes.
We'll be here a while.
Yeah.
Course thread screws for the win.
That's the what ink pen you got there, Josh? That's my Lamy Safari. Currently running a
next question.
It's pretty. I like. It's a fine nib on it. Big fan. Daily drivers. This is my regular gray. I also have a mango limited edition one.
I hate the way you talk. We need to print one of the Night Customs interior.
The full interior, yeah.
So I'll get the interior out. We'll mock up a head.
Yes.
And then we'll swap out a proper printed interior.
Yeah. We'll flip a coin for if it's Matt's or mine when we get
spin the wheel. That we don't have.
That's virtual. Don't worry. I used to create it.
Oh. I want a physical wheel in here.
I thought you just said you wanted a physical. Not on this show.
When the wrong short on.
When will clear BBW be available? Yeah, a bunch of black just went up, clear right behind it. They just keep going one after another. So just keep checking out.
Your heads are in the way.
I used some VIP points to get 10% off today's order. Hey, nice.
Nice.
I today got some new VIP perk things ordered while we were getting lunch.
Swag? Are those considered
I'm going to use them as reward things.
rewards? Yeah.
Swag, kind of, yeah. Something along those lines. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, don't Google those by the.
What?
It's just FYI, don't Google.
Oh.
I'm waiting for toenail BB. Nope, absolutely not. Clear F10 portals and black scarns. When they'll be in stock again? I need to spend money I don't have. A lot of that stuff, it's just in constant production. We won't be able to tell you exactly on every product. Those things is just some things we're more conscious of than others, but that stuff is
notifications turned back on.
No, I'm having a problem with our theme working with the integration that I've got, so I don't have a fix for that yet. But
Good job, Josh.
yeah, it's quite fun.
There it is.
Let's see.
Hey, look how easy that was.
Yeah, right. Not bad at all. Is the Night Custom Optic interior available yet? I don't believe that it's on his site yet. I actually checked yesterday, but I do have all the files.
You know a guy?
Yeah, it's me. I'm the guy. 5.25 dual stage foams. We'll probably do a foam for the 5.1s.
Yes.
That of our new, which do measure about 5.1. So appropriately sized for the tire.
And how do the 4.5s measure?
I don't remember that one. How do the 4.75s measure?
They're really close.
What about twin transmissions? Those are in stock now.
Yep.
Those have been in stock last week.
Thursday or Friday last week. They're back.
Yeah, those have been back. Those are back in stock though. How'd the hobby retailer show go? That is not until
September 7th.
The week of Proline by the Fire.
Yeah.
So we'll be at that, and then you might have been confused because Brandon is wearing his fancy shirt.
It doesn't have the V logo. I'm actually picking up some new shirts.
Oh yeah, the new shirts Brandon's picking up tonight, as well as Matt's shirt,
his custom shirt,
his
Vegas is Canadian. It's really hard to choose something for Matt to wear.
We went through so many options of what special shirt we were going to get Matt for.
He has to have the Vanquish logo to represent us.
The size and the placement of it was so hard to decide.
Well, when you're missing all this material,
the extra deep V. It's like, where do you embroider on?
Matt asked me yesterday. He's like, "Do you need anything from me, like to prepare for the event?" I'm like, "No, don't worry. You classing up the crew is enough."
Yeah. Low offset brass F10. Those, I think that the standard ones were first priority, and then those. So
you use them all in trucks of free.
I stole a lot of stuff and put it aside.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
Josh gave me the list today, so and because I have to fix some inventory things.
I'm like, here's what I used,
and I
gave him my list.
And like, you did what?
Like, you're really messing up my numbers here. Can you get a logo on Fishnet?
Iron on?
Yeah, it's tough to get a logo in all the flames, right? Yeah, it's just the Guy Fieri shirt.
All the way up.
Matt will be taking us to Flavortown at the Rio.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
The digital manuals for older kits. Yes. So the support page has a section at the bottom that is for discontinued or older kits, which will still get populated. Those manuals will get put on the website for replacement part options and just, some information, things like that.
But I should start working on our votes, right?
You should probably start. Here, use this pen.
I'm not touching that thing.
The one time.
I thought you were actually giving me your fancy pen.
No, stop. This. Matt's shirt is plink. Yes. Will the Battleborn bronze wheels be your normal bronze or more like the full-size champagne gold type color? The bronze will likely be the consistent bronze that we have now. That we use one type of shade. The other types of color, it's just we pretty much stay with one type. But
see all.
See, yeah.
Oh, I won.
Yeah, weird.
Look at that.
That's the first one. I didn't even know.
Yeah, right at the top. Oh, my own mom didn't vote for me. Wait. What number was I again?
Don't even worry about it.
Oh, that's right. You were 3.
Oh, I was 3. Did she vote for me?
No, she did vote for me.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Lots of 7s.
Yeah,
I think that was.
I think I know which one 7 is.
Whoever was logged in as Vanquish products voted for them for Jim.
Oh, weird,
Jim. Weird. Wonder who would have used the Vanquish account to vote for themselves. Oh, look at that! Right next to it, Ripper Machinist also voted for himself. Switch account.
At least he's consistent.
Another vote. No, I'm kidding. He didn't do that. But Vanquish products did vote for number 2. Oh, that's funny.
That is funny. That's quite funny.
Number 2 seems to be the most accurate of Josh. I appreciate the comments and 2 for comedy, 3 for accuracy.
I think I was 3.
You were 3.
I was 3. Accuracy. I like it. I'm here for it. The
wait. You did 2. No. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the orange hat and the crash dummy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever you're ready, I have the tallies.
You have the tally?
Well, not the total. You need to.
Oh,
we need to do some.
I'll
just call them out.
Can do. So we've got 1 through 8.
Are you guys ready for this already? Then we should review. We'll start last place and we'll work our way up of painting.
Because I know one person who was the most interested in winning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Am I aware of this?
You should be.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear them real quick.
7, 5, 4, 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 2, 4, 3, 2, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 3, 2, 3, 2, 7, 3, 2, 7, 2, 3, 3, 3, 7, 3, 2, 3.
Wow.
2, 2, 7, 7, 1, 3, 3, 3. Oh, we know when you posted. 3.
I didn't post.
3, 7, 8, 4, 7, 8. So there's 2 for accuracy, or 2 for comedy, 3 for accuracy. So is that 1?
1 for each.
Okay. 1, 8, 7, 7, 7.
Wow.
4, 2, 7, 7, 2, 7, 2, 7, 7, 2, and then 3. Just
one.
Just the 2. Okay, and then 8.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
I did horrible.
All right.
Jim beat me.
Yeah.
Just because of comedy.
I agree. All right. Oh my God.
That's good.
So can you pull up who was number 5 on yours there?
Oh, like the photo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the phone number to check my social security?
I'm sorry, we just read numbers to you for 2 minutes.
Number 5. That was.
So we're starting with last place.
Is that Randy? No. Who is that? Was this one?
Do we need to switch cameras?
I can't remember. But I mean, that one's actually really good.
It is really good. Maybe the photo's very bad.
No, I don't think so. I think it just.
Look, that's a bad photo.
I'm gonna do the. I gotta turn the other camera on.
All right, I'll try to get them in order finish here while you're doing that.
So.
Oh wait, I don't know the order. You have tallies.
I have tallies.
6.
Did y'all say you'll be doing a 4.5 foam for the Oklahoma Geolander AT? 4.5 foam. Yes.
I
right?
need to do it. Yes.
It will be a plan though. So,
And then we have one.
I mean, surprisingly enough, 8th place. There's that one, which was
Okay.
I couldn't even find the photos, so there's that. Yeah, they were in the stories. Is there a brass wheel ring for the Incision Roswell wheels? Yes, Ruth. The Roswells use the 0.8-inch brass one. Currently out of stock, but will be back in stock before too long.
Is that how many votes for 8?
4
or
so
3?
tied with that one.
3 and 4 tied.
8 and 4.
Yes, got it. Okay, tied. This is very confusing.
I know, right?
What's next?
What have I missed? We discussed the voting of the
So then
painting from last week,
2.
but that's gone through that, and then we're going to talk about some Optic projects here. And
Jim has so much white paint, it's glued to the screw. Right. And then it would go 2 and then 3 and then 7.
The howdy nerds, what's up, ding dong? Thanks for checking in, Logan.
Wow,
Logan
yours is
also
glued on there too.
Logan also sent me photos of the carnivore for sale. He's like, you should buy it.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
All right, we're in order.
Having front and rear dig in the Optic is a 10 out of 10 move. Front rear dig, I think, is the best move when you have 4-wheel steer specifically. It's fun to have regardless, but if you have 4-wheel steer, it's amazing.
It shows the versatility.
It does.
What you can do with that rig.
Yeah, absolutely. So starting in 8th place with 1 vote.
I feel like we don't remember who painted which one.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I know. I think that one is Ranny, who did a great job. Well, like when you look up close to any of these, they're not.
They're not good.
Yeah, but like
When I was cropping the photos to add them to the Instagram story, I was like, oh no.
like a legitimate good job though. But I think it blended in with the it was hard to vote for because it didn't have the konnichiwa. Hello.
You also don't get like some of these had rig on painted on it, and you
going in 7th place would have been, was that one?
Yep, they're working this way. What?
That was Steve, who.
But I thought Steve did the teardrops.
He put rig in.
Okay,
he was.
So he had 2 helmets.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
He was the most interested in placing well. Unfortunately, 7th place.
So the photo we posted of this did not.
You didn't see ray gun. I agree.
You took those photos, so you sabotaged.
But like you had to show the detail. You got 1 photo. Alcatraz heads. That is 100% inaccurate. What? Like the Alcatraz dummies that they put when they broke. Paper mache. Like,
yep.
The numbers on bingo are lining up. So, Steve, a valiant effort. He had more fun than almost anybody. So there's that as a win.
Yeah. At first, he's like, "What? What are you guys doing? Why is the entire department stopping what they're doing and painting right now?" And then he was so into it.
And then he had so much fun.
Yeah.
When will Steve be on live stream? We will have him on. I'll have him on soon. I will.
Yeah, we need to do that. That should have been the 1 year.
Yeah, I'll come up with some. I mean, I can handle that pretty easy.
Some questions.
I can wrangle Steve. I can make him sit still for long enough
and not tell the same story.
That'll
well,
it'll be new to you guys.
Yeah. Josh will just be like.
But yeah. So then next was.
Yep.
This was Christy, who did put cat whiskers on me. That's what that was supposed to be. And the hat says, God damn it. And then Matt, I think, just says a C for Canada and teardrops.
Jeez.
She doesn't know Matt very well. She's like, I'm taking a guess here.
Because he's so kind.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind-hearted, big old softy.
Let's see. Those heads need to be an option for the H10. Yeah, exactly. We'll just go ahead and scan those. And
first place is the stock helmet.
Yeah. Why didn't Fam paint any?
Was he not here that day?
He was, but I didn't. I only had so many. I printed enough. Like, oh, I remember exactly what I put the number on my print bed that I was like, okay, we'll try that. And it was too many, so I reduced it and then checked, and it was exactly enough time where I could go to bed
and wake up and then be printed.
Wake up and be able to leave with them finished. So
finished because he came to the office and he was cleaning them up.
Yeah,
2 hours. He ran out of gloves. I can't think about gloves.
And so yes, Fam did not get in for that reason. Next was a tie, and that was between Brandon and Natalia.
I think I had the most detail on the helmets and hat, right? Okay.
Okay.
The quality of the work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brandon did the pink pig livery on the helmet, which is good looking.
Yeah, thank you.
Luckily, it won't have to go into an optic that you're not using so that you can still admire it. And then made Matt's Huff flat bill. Not quite a 5-panel.
Yeah. I noticed later during the live feed, he had sent me some examples.
Oh.
And I was like, I was too busy painting to get on my phone.
So, Josh, now you're a master painter. Will you be doing the box art for new rigs? Yeah. I don't know about that. Not 100% sure. And then we had a very close battle, but in third place, missing by 2 votes.
Oh.
We had Jim with the Joker, and Matt. Like he started with a theme and he only got halfway through. So
I mean, Matt's
beard is where he suffered.
Well, the eyebrows.
Oh yeah,
that's some serious.
Like amazement or like confusion. I'm not sure what the eyebrow theme was. They're lower, like down. And then let's see, second place by not even a close margin.
Still really good.
Was mine. So
somehow,
I mean, obviously, it's like
Matt after a job at Nutella.
Yeah, exactly. Matt's whispering something at this point, but yeah, mine obviously
it's 3:30.
But the clear winner by a huge margin was number 7, who is Aaron, and hers
looks terrifying.
Hers were absolutely the best versions. Like it was. We all were like, "Oh yeah, like that's
impressive.
That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Like that one is going to win." So yeah, Aaron.
They look so lifelike.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Yeah, it just.
Oh, there's actually like, the eye has color and
the black dot in the middle. Yeah. Like I'm not 100% sure.
And the eyebrows look like just went and visited a. What do you call the eyebrow?
Threading. Waxing,
beautician,
esthetician.
Thank you. Yes.
So
impressive. And wow,
look, there's a quarter on the deck.
What a thick beard.
Matt looks terrified.
Yeah.
That's not the Joker. That's an ICP Juggalo. I think he's Juggalo, technically.
All right. So who's driving this Optic?
Heads is me. Matt is tails.
Oh, wow. You actually.
It was on the desk.
Yeah.
Tails, Matt.
All right. Congrats, Matt.
Matt drives the office Optic.
That sets on the shelf for eternity.
Can we buy these? I mean,
in the outlet?
Yeah, exactly. We just put them individually up. Photos taken way back.
Wait, what am I missing? That's rather large. Because it's supposed to go on to the 3. Yeah. All right. Matt will go in the Optic when we get the full 3D printed interior.
There we go.
Unless I can come up with something here. Some wood screws.
Just a bunch of paint. eBay auction. Sell for charity. Ooh, the whole collection. Just put them all together.
Yeah.
We don't have an
on
office.
the Instagram story. I put the Vanquish employees did art.
Art.
Questionable.
So yes, that was that experiment. A humbling experience at that.
You'll make hundreds of pennies if you saw that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we can get a wood screw through here if we have to.
Just straight through the top of the helmet.
It's a nut and bolt.
Auction at PLBTF. That's not a terrible idea. Other than I have to remember to take them down there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you don't have anything to bring there.
yeah, right. It'll be so much fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how many of the optics make it there.
Oh, you didn't end the Facebook feed because you made us start so late.
I did.
So you were giving
But
them the full 30 minutes.
We already did. We are 30 minutes and a half in. If you're on Facebook, jump over to YouTube where you'll find the second half of the feed where we'll be discussing the optic projects that we'll be working on next.
No wonder you did so well. I put a screw in my heads and they would not, they just kept spinning while I'm trying to paint.
You just got to go further. It's like when you get
No, you didn't clean out the 3D printing material inside there.
They were drawn at random.
I did.
Jump over to YouTube on Facebook. Otherwise, thank you for joining. We'll see you there next week.
Double-sided tape. Yeah.
We probably do have some double-sided
Yeah.
tape sitting around. So anyway,
That
yes,
was fun.
That
So,
was.
you have anything else?
I want to discuss the optic projects. Since you and I have not done them yet. This is for my benefit because I need to come up with some ideas.
Yeah. Okay. So a little brainstorm sesh.
Yeah.
We never do this
There's
at
been
work.
Yeah.
While working.
We've had yeah, exactly.
Head on springs like bobbleheads. I actually
Hello.
brought this to do the same brainstorming, but
So
optics first.
that was the other one that I was actually thinking about today when we were talking about
Mhm.
our totals. Brandon
Hi.
brought the one of our original origins in. This was the second origin that we ever had, and it was used as a second photo card,
Yeah.
basically.
And I think
It was kind of like one of the first ones from production.
early sample bodies.
Yeah. Or maybe was it a sample? I thought it was our first one of our first production cards.
Okay.
So it's the wow, it's dusty, but you should have it.
Well, I actually cleaned it and reused it when we released the impacts.
The impacts, yeah.
That's why there's a set of clear anodized impacts, blue scarns on here. And I just happened to paint it blue. Perfectly match that.
Right. The dust is quite real on
Nah,
that.
you can't see it.
Yeah. Looks better on video. Everything looks better
Matte
on video.
finish.
But I was thinking, I was like, oh, I do want to do a builder's kit with the optic. I made that a TOF.
Origin body.
Sorry, origin.
Yeah.
I want to use a builder's kit with an origin body and build it up.
So I think those new 4.5 Yokohamas
Yeah.
under an origin body are perfect.
Because I do like the 4.5 or 4.65 height a little bit better than a 4.19 on these, just because the wheel well opening size.
Better than 4.19.
So
For sure.
Is that the Wheels of Fortune sticker rig? It is one of them.
It is.
It is one of the 8 or 9. I think I did
I
8.
don't remember how many.
8 different stickers. But yeah, that was one of them right there.
I came in one day and Josh had every truck out
Yeah,
headed towards the photo booth. I'm like, what are you doing?
I got an idea.
Give me my ripper back.
But the Origin full cab body just used the Pro Ultra bumpers on it.
Yep. And sliders.
And sliders, yeah.
Yep.
And then on that setup, it's just like you could make
Such a good,
such a clean looking, just
all
cool-
around Trover.
Right. I think the only thing I would want to do is make like myself a kind of a fun interior cage setup and maybe like a detailed interior inside. Make it an overcomplicated project, yeah, rather than just something fun to do quickly.
Or you could just get it together and then showcase some of the option parts that Vanquish products make.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, drive shafts on it, aluminum axle housing, just take it any direction you actually
I could do we do a weekly. We should just do a weekly project car.
on a builder's kit.
Yeah.
Every week. Yeah. 1 week we'll put it together or 2.
Yeah.
Josh will paint a body on the next week.
Yeah, I'll check in.
The whole thing will just be
I can do it.
here.
I can do it in an hour
Please don't.
for sure. This is no problem.
Josh is back with progress. It's just paint just
Got the
oozing down the
Wagner power painter out.
windows. Yeah.
Paint the wall and the body.
We should build 2. We should each take one our own direction.
Okay.
Origin body though. And do we have any of the original D44 still?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Because that's the way I would want to go.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The HD44s,
I would want to do the D44 just because
it's the body that
like the original how it went.
Yep. But it could be like a modern revamp of the Origin.
Yes. I think yeah, we should do that.
So the Origin Limited did not come with the VFD.
No,
that was an aluminum 3-gear transmission. So
and then, yeah,
it would be
that's on if that airbrush used yet.
Did you get an airbrush?
I did.
I'm over here like, man, I really need to buy a new airbrush.
I actually got another one yesterday.
Oh my.
I didn't even know. This just showed up. I got a bunch of painting and detailing supplies from 9 Step Industries.
Based on last week's video?
Yeah, he's like, you know what? This guy is, there's so much talent.
As help.
There's so much talent that just he needs a lift. No, 9 Step is who did the painting of these for Night Customs.
Oh yeah, those were good.
And he's based out of Australia.
I saw his profile.
Yeah,
thoroughly impressed.
Just borrow Josh's. He's not going to use it. So
he won't even know what's called.
I got the Grex, the one with the trigger.
Yeah, we always look at them.
Yeah,
look at those. Yeah,
yep.
So I was curious what that was like.
I finally got it. Been holding off learning to paint until I got one of those.
Now that you have the confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine pulling that thing out to paint one of these heads and just blasting it off your stand with paint? Just head gone.
What's a regulator? I don't know.
It's a rolling.
Crank it up.
Jeez.
Wait, Josh has 2 airbrushes. He's almost certainly never.
Yeah. Is that full?
Will the original D44s remain in production? Yes, they are still in production, remaining in production.
I just didn't know if we had them in stock.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're a great axle. Definitely one of my favorites as well.
I think replicating an Origin, but VFD, new SAE shocks with all the goodies.
Yep.
You know, all the goodies. Maybe a twin. Maybe go twin trans.
That's a good idea.
A trail rig. I prefer the twin.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think we should kick that off
and then slowly just
yeah.
Well, the builder's kit comes with the standard VFD, so maybe just that plus a dig.
Right.
So I think it will take a while to build the builder's kit because we need to integrate our parts
as we go.
Or otherwise, we're just taking it apart.
Exactly. Every week.
What we just built.
I mean, that's basically how doing YouTube works, though.
That's how
you put it together and you take it apart, do the next thing.
That's how doing RC works too.
Yeah, pretty much. Axle H10 axle sets in the future.
Yes.
We have discussed that. Yes, that will be a thing, but not necessarily something that will have a super.
I'm working on it. Every product that is that extensive requires packaging, instructions, and double checking everything.
Yeah.
So instructions are good. I had to make a small change on the rear axle. Yeah, we'll be in production on those soon, and then we'll have them in stock.
This is a good question. Will the VRD CMS kit or VRD CMS work with the stubby kit?
Yes.
I haven't done that before. You wouldn't be able to use that front brace.
You can't mount the motor plate.
Right.
But that's fine. When you shorten the VFD, you really don't need that support.
Yeah, just use both posts. It comes with the aluminum post.
Yes.
So
you're going to end up maybe a little bit more like lack of triangulation in the chassis, but you can totally do it.
Yeah. Let's see. You guys are going to really make me want to convert my portal slider to a D44 straight axle.
Oops.
Right? Yeah.
That's the other direction you could take a builder's kit.
I definitely would like.
You could put portals under it.
And yeah, I know. Or just in the rear. Easy thing to do.
No.
Didn't you paint Harleys at the shop, or did you do masking for Dad? I did have to do some paint. I think that is where my love of painting really started. My dad being like, "What so much wet standing." It's painting on the inside that's the hard part with these.
Why is the paint just running?
Yeah, I did more sanding than anything. A lot of sanding.
Yeah, you can't fix that on a light sand body.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. Make sure the OD that percentage value is right on the
on what
packaging.
Oh, the axle sets. We're good.
That's fine. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that was a good question, Ken. I haven't set one up with that combo.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I was assuming that it would have. Clear H10 third.
So the front clear F10 third members fit. However, those are currently out of stock.
Right. I think that's probably.
That's the one. I don't know why we're short on that one. I went the other day to grab some parts and I'm like, that's the only one we didn't have.
People like that clear axle combo. The third members go with it, and four-wheel steer is a thing. So you end up with more of those. So yeah, it's it definitely makes sense.
Fix that.
Yeah, exactly. We're definitely there. Which skid do I use for the VFD twin in my Optic? The twin skid.
If you order a VFD twin transmission kit, it comes with the skid plate.
Yep.
Otherwise, search VFD twin and you will find the skid plate set.
Yeah. So that's the main difference is the rear, the driver side bolt hole location and how it sits down in around that.
The T case is longer to account for the extra set of gears and the shift levers. So,
yep. But that's the only thing. And like I said, if you have the VFD twin kit, it'll come with it. So it'll just drop right in.
Yep.
But that's
trying to think what else.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just
staring. You remember when you made me some custom carbon plates and trays?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something we need to look at for the builder's kits.
Oh yeah, sure.
We should do some battery plates, battery trays.
I made those for you down the road. You know who started that project? Bart.
Oh yeah.
He's just like, hey,
I really need. Yeah, I remember
you cut some carbon.
Yes.
I was like,
yeah.
Probably. I've never done it before.
Yeah.
He was.
Thanks, Bart.
Yeah, I know. So,
yeah, but we have a good source for carbon now. So
yeah, exactly.
Totally. We should make some carbon option parts.
Let's do it. Are aluminum cross braces coming for the carbon? They look good with the silk.
We discussed this before the carbon was even released. He said we should make all of these braces and sell them in all the colors.
Did you?
And then Jim says, I'm going to go make a ripper too. And walk
away. Exactly.
So
handle that.
I will argue that's not a performance benefit.
Yeah, it's kind of like the
purely
drift car
mentality. Drift car bling,
which I get.
It would look so good though.
I know.
I get it.
Yep. I do get that.
So thanks for the reminder.
Yes, need more carbon pieces.
So 3 years ago, he still hasn't gotten you those parts.
I don't remember exactly how that all worked out. I remember that he sent some really thick carbon, and I had a ridiculous time trying to cut it the first time. Hi, Site. What do you think of a redesign of body clip pins? Still in a cheap, easy to construct design, just something different, like more of a smaller loop instead of the typical cotter pin shape. I see what you mean. It's one of those designs that is
foolproof.
Yeah.
Readily available at hobby shops or hardware. It's just one of those things. Like when we designed the Phoenix, we were like, okay, we're going to a clip body style. Like it's going to clip on. And then it got very complex and it ruined any ability for it to be somewhat universal.
Right.
So then we went to the pin and the body clip still in the back. So they were hidden. Same on the H10 Optic. We looked at clips for the battery doors.
Right.
And in the end, it was a pin and a body clip.
Yeah. It was, and there is aftermarket people who I think there's been a couple. Fine Laser Designs and DSM Off-Road both offer a clipless design out of a 3D printed type setup.
And they were right in line with where we were going.
Yeah. The difference is, of course, 3D printing versus going to tooling and the material differences and things like that. Yeah.
And we were looking at those designs for a car that potentially people would be trying to go very fast with.
Right.
And I needed it to be foolproof.
Yeah. And like full positive lock.
You do not want that LiPo battery rattling around, flying out. So body clip and pin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That's that was.
I looked at automotive like racing latches and systems and different clips, and I love it. I'd love to do some of that stuff and keep it simple.
Let's see. There for the that must be a side conversation happening. I'm guessing.
What, without us?
Yeah, like I don't mind. I don't
what happened.
Let's see. Zeus fasteners. Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
it's one of those things that like you try and then integrate that into a scale vehicle without it looking enormous. And
Yep. And then
we have
everybody wants to change bodies and they want to know how to do it.
Yeah.
What ones fit?
We even went through and made sure, like when we were designing certain things, how the battery trays mount to the backside. We're just like, well, let's make sure this would work if someone wants to make flat aluminum plate type body panels on the aftermarket. So making sure all of those things work.
So Bob's answering a question about bodies specific for the VS410, changing wings, stuff like that. Our VS410 bodies are standard wheelbase bodies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you can make an origin body fit any 12.3 platform. The Phoenix body does require different mounting, but you could poke some holes through the hood, use body clips. Stuff
Right.
Like that.
The rear would be the situation if you're using Phoenix, where you either run it cab only, or if you're using the bed, you need to find a way that it will
you
mount.
Can get that rear bumper into a
right.
Yeah.
Any new aluminum parts for the H10 in the works? There are a handful that are currently in that process. We did show a little bit of information previously on the new H10 aluminum axle housings that are in production now.
Yep.
But then there's also some other parts that are currently in the works for that.
Yeah, I'm keeping my mouth shut because Josh will start kicking me.
Yeah, like no. But yeah, that's a project that
Jim's in here throwing some more votes his way.
Yeah. Who does number 2 work for? The pin thing works great. I was just looking into a spring style. I think it's exactly one of those things. The availability, size, cost, all of that comes into. Let him squirm, spill the beans, Brandon. Not even.
Oh, when he wasn't in here and I was showing off that carbon roof, I knew he was melting.
I remember I was in the other room with his laptop, and I turned off the mic on his computer for a second, right in the middle of him telling some part of the story. Which VP axles offer the tightest steering, and will they work on the Optic for 4-wheel steer? I think that the F10 Portal is probably
I think it's the added caster.
The amount of
remove the bump stops, and that axle steers like crazy.
Yeah, you can get like 55 degrees.
There is some added scrub because it's a portal.
Right.
So that does.
There's pros and cons
to
scrub.
Yeah. Otherwise, the molded F10 axles steer very well. You just eventually get into that panhard link mount on there, which the F10 portals would have the same issue. So something 4-linked plastic axle housing where you can grind the stops will be your best bet.
Yeah.
Aluminum portal housings are going to have the same.
Yeah, because there's no bump stop.
There's no bump stop on the aluminum knuckles. The housing has it.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So the plan with the housing was pull it apart, pull it, put it back together.
I know. I'm gonna just mock up all the different.
No, go ahead and pull it. Go ahead and pull it. Put that back together then.
Oh, that looks so good.
Is that? Is that a blazer on the bottom shelf? Yeah, that is one of Brandon's.
Actually, a VS410.
I think that the first time you and I crawled together, Brandon, you had that blazer body.
Yeah. What, Corona de Mar?
No, Moab in 2007? 2008. That's right.
Yeah, I didn't make it to the 7, which would have been the first.
Right, 2008.
So speaking of making the Phoenix cage and stuff work in different applications, this actually has a Phoenix cage in the back. And then I just made some brackets for those upside down pins and body clips. Is this? No, it's not.
But yeah, you've had that body so long.
2005, 2006. It's almost 20 years old.
And Brandon had that body and he painted it, posted it on RC Crawler back in the day. And I loved that body then.
You're like, that guy can paint.
And I messaged him and I was like, hey, can you paint me a couple of bodies? One was a blazer body that was painted like that, but a different color scheme.
Did I do it?
Yeah. Oh. And you painted the panels for my Gopher chassis.
Yep. I remember.
Yep.
Could have just stole your money.
Yeah.
Bought lunch in college. Yeah. So this is actually kind of a cool project. This is a VS410, but it's the original sample chassis rails made out of stainless.
Mhm.
So they're raw. Wait, is this the stainless or is this the steel? They're not rusted. So
What is that right there?
we got a couple of materials that we sampled it in.
Yeah, we did.
But I chopped the frame rails, so it's much shorter,
So-
and it has raw aluminum origin chassis braces.
Yeah.
And then the front one I cut.
Yeah.
So like, people trying to find those chassis braces now, and I just bandsaw. I didn't know. I just
Brandon is old, not me. Yeah. Is that a pro line? It was a pro.
it was a pro line body.
11-inch wheelbase or something like that.
Yeah,
11
it's
inch,
short.
like
Like
super short.
these tiny 3.9-inch tires are almost hitting the origin sliders. The wheelbase is short,
Yeah,
super short.
I remember that. I had built that on a.
So this is also, I built this when the Origin first came out, and I had these sample parts,
Oh yeah,
and I threw one piece SCX2 axles under it.
yeah, because we didn't have axles.
We didn't have axles. Yeah, it
Like
was
back then, we just like pieced together with the parts that we made, and the aftermarket parts.
Ooh, remember these Incision HDs?
Oh yeah, the rebuildable
I have-
drive shaft
I have
samples.
one.
Oh yeah,
there.
one side of it.
Yeah, because I needed a super short.
And we did that in a bunch of different lengths.
Yeah.
But yeah, an old
Holmes
axial motor plate on
old
there.
axial motor plate.
Holmes BR XL.
Did you see how I mounted the sliders in different
Oh
locations?
my god.
It's so
Jeez.
hey, you know what?
Yeah. That's
And then the Phoenix cage on the
you have SCX 10-2 shock towers.
yes, because I needed the CMS mount moved.
Oh, because to
The-
shorten
of the
it,
SCX
you couldn't
2.
shorten this enough.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, and it's mounted way back,
Yeah, it is.
and those are way forward.
I need to build a short wheelbase rig. Short wheelbase rigs can be a lot of fun.
This was kind of a concept of that.
And then we realized how much you had to change on that platform. Like that's too
No,
short.
actually, I think you talked me out of it
Probably. I
because
hate short wheelbase.
you're like, listen, if I'm going to go drive on the trail, I want to have a truck that actually works.
Yeah.
I like the tiny tires, short wheelbase, scale body.
I want a 14-inch wheelbase.
You got the Optic.
I love seeing these old rigs. Pretty cool to see where everyone came from. Yeah.
I'm just glad I saved that body and then built something for it. It's still running.
And the fact that you still have it.
Yeah.
I do not have anything that
Yeah.
oldest RC car, or the car I've had the longest out of any RC I currently own, is my Ripper.
Oh, yeah.
I have nothing that I've had longer than that I can remember.
I have my original XR10 that I designed and built, like the first prototype, and it was still the truck that I ran. I swapped parts out as I went, but I still have that.
I think I have a couple of cars
Some
on
stuff like
a
that.
pallet here somewhere.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
like it's up on a shelf. And
No, we threw all that stuff away.
I probably wouldn't be able to remember. I think I have like an old Thunder Tiger motorcycle that I've had.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah.
It did get thrown away.
I finally replaced my SCX-10 came out with port ice.
Yeah, perfect replacement. The Optics wheelbase is 13.2.
13 and a quarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
13 and a quarter, 13 and a half. Somewhere right there. I don't remember.
Not 14 inches, but
Close enough. I love a nice
from tiny tires.
tires. Yeah. That.
So I wanted to put 419s on that originally. They were too big for the Blazer body. So
Yeah. Back then, 1.9 tires were
Nathan,
generally small.
the G-Wagon on portals.
Oh, the
Do you
new
remember
bright.
that?
The new
Yeah.
bright. Did you paint yours OD green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was silver for a while, and it was on TLT axles with energy portals, like the only company making
Yeah.
portals for TLTs.
You take those and you'd like mod them with
I had to
HR.
narrow them too to fit under that thing.
Yeah.
And there were, when I built that and the Blazer, 1.9 tires didn't exist.
Mhm.
You had to grab like
2 2s and HPI stock car wheels
and cut and shut.
cut and shut down.
The
to-
opposite of what Logan does.
Yeah, exactly.
We're taking,
Yep. We were taking, find a 2 2. We like the HPI Geolander was a popular one.
Yep. That's
But
what that started with.
You had
the
to
Blazer.
take them and narrow them first. So cut them in half, take a section out,
Yep.
make them narrower, and then cut them down
Oh,
to the
brutal.
smaller diameter.
Now there's more 1.9s on the market than we know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. You can't in 2 2s, there's like 4.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the opposite. Yep. Yeah, so I still have one of those G-Wagon New Brights, new in the box. But
Josh has his green stapler longer than most of his rigs.
Yeah.
I think almost every RC I have. Yes, for
Mhm.
sure. Like that stapler I took from my first internship in
Borrowed.
college. I was like, when I left that, I'm like, I'm taking this stapler. It was sitting on the desk in there for who knows how
this
long.
is mine.
Unknown cubicle. Thank you, HWS. Fine, you just released the Yokos.
Yeah, full circle, right?
Right? Exactly.
Gearlanders everywhere. That's crazy.
uh,
RC four-wheel drive portals.
what's currently being machined in production in the Vanquish shop? That's an interesting question for those that don't know. We have a ton of CNCs in this building. We only do our own stuff. We don't do any outside work or anything like that. And the machines vary in their capabilities and types and how they're set up. So there's machines that are dedicated to wheels and wheel parts. Then there's some of the large like pallet machines that are set up to do all kinds of families of parts, axles and
knuckles and third members, and then we have links and shafts, and so no gears in house.
Right.
There's going to be certain parts that we just don't make here, but for the most part, a lot of the aluminum stuff you guys see on the site is made here.
Yeah, and so it's
portal covers. I mean, I'm just looking at what's on the desk. It's a lot.
Yeah, and just stuff that's in constant production. It's scheduled on a computer that controls a machine, and it decides what goes in at what times. The machines run after hours when we're not here.
And then one day Josh walks in and realizes we made 5,000 spur gear covers.
Yeah.
And said, let's stop making those.
Turn that off. Everybody in Trucks of Freedom gets a spur gear cover.
Bad example. But yeah. I think we did have too many of those one day.
Yeah.
So machine gears are subbed out. Yes, we do not have gear cutting machines in house.
There is some gear types that we could possibly have the ability to do, but
those machines are currently booked out making tool handles. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
But then like the other types of, especially the types of gears that we use in our axles, things like that, those are a pretty specialized type machine.
Yep.
And
I actually visited that vendor this year, and it is wildly impressive.
Yeah.
To make those gears. So that is not something I want to consider doing here.
Centered Josh and Matt heads.
Oh, jeez. Will not approve that tooling.
Creepiest machine ever.
Yeah.
We over the last few years we've got more into the 5-axis side of things as well. We've got 3 of those in house now, and that's a lot of the axles have been moved to those machines.
What was the first axle
Rift
we made on, and that was a one-off,
or F10T?
It may have been F10Ts.
F10T could have been the first one.
Yeah. So first 5-axis machined axle in house.
Yeah.
Yep. Lots of axles. I mean, all of our aluminum axle housings are made here.
Oops! Wheel spacers. Yeah. The there they are.
The 350 hubs.
Yeah.
I think you never got a dispenser. Right?
When this I did. Where'd it go?
I think it was on your desk, and you're like, they don't fit. So
they did not fit, but I'm still gonna just fill the top. We'll put that in it. But when this happened, there was like 3 bags of these. So I took one home, and I've used all of them.
You've used some for packaging material when he sent me some stuff.
I need to take this home.
Hey, Brandon ordered something, and he don't put any peanuts in there. I got it.
Jeez. Flat rate costs the same to ship it regardless.
Yeah, I had to dig those parts out. I'm like, what am I thinking? 4 o'clock. Oh yeah. Did we hit our hour since you started late?
We're a minute left. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for the votes on second place. That was as high as I could have possibly hoped to have achieved.
Unreal. It's impressive.
Yeah.
I think you use your social media following to cheat.
Right.
Your tools.
Tumbling material.
Tumbling material.
Put a gumball dispenser in Logo Hobbies. That's what I bought. It's a gumball machine.
And they didn't fit in it. So we were going to have it in here anytime we build wheels.
It said 3/4 inch gumballs. Like perfect. I ordered them. Came with 50 gumballs, and they were not 3/4 inch. I still ate them all. But,
oh God.
You did. I did.
And with that,
But anyway, I
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
everybody for joining. We'll see
See
you
you
next
next week.
Tuesday, and maybe we'll start on our Builders Kit series on the show.
Do some planning.
So yeah,
All right. Thanks, guys.
later.